Hello, my name is Taylor, and I'm going to be helping you with the training today on inputting an order. Actually, inputting two orders. One's going to have the part number, and it's just going to be a generic repeat. The other order is going to be a new order that's never been entered in the system before. So, two different methods, and we're going to show you step by step each one. Okay, so first, we look at our email. We've got a order right here. Zach, should be okay. Free for local delivery to RE Logistics, including CSR for this confirmation. Excuse me. Oliver Zanzanian, sales representative for Crown Paper Converting. So Oliver, as you know, is our sales representative. So he's actually worked on this order, been talking to the customer, and got this order. So let's take a look at what this order looks like. Okay, so the customer's name is Ernest, and looks like we've got a part number here. We've got a price here, and PO here. Yeah, everything looks good on this order as far as enough information to get started. Here's the item here. So let's take a look in our ERP to see if we've done this before. So remember, you're going to go, your page may look a little different than mine, but you're going to go to customer service. You're going to click down the arrow. You're going to expand it. You're going to go here to order item history. And I see a part number right here. I'm able to recognize that. It's usually labeled differently. Everyone's got a different name for it, but as a rule, it comes up something like material number. Sometimes we'll just say part number, and not every single time you get it right. But for this one, I'm pretty sure it's this. So we're gonna copy paste this one. We're gonna put it here up in this column, and looky there. See, we have a bunch of orders. So they've ordered this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. The price is $23.40. Looks like they've ordered, this is definitely a different quantity than they've ordered before, but I know this one is okay. And I know this, and you'll know this as you move along, but single face, this item particularly, is, especially with some of these bigger distributors, are priced as a per inch. If you ever have any questions about the price on this, you can check with Oliver. But for this one, it's good. So we're going to just duplicate this previous order. So we're going to click here. We're going to click this order here. Now this is the previous order. This is actually this order right here, 40652. So we don't want to edit this. You can see 40562. So this is a previous order that we don't want to edit. We want to duplicate this order and create a new order. You do that by clicking this right here. And you know when it's done because you'll see a new page pop up and it'll say quote without a number. So we've got this up. There's a few things that are wrong here though. If you look here, the quantity that he's ordering is 80 and this quantity is 240. So we've got to go in here and change this. Also, the person that's purchasing this is not Nam. It is Zach Kuhn. So let's change this first. Zach Kuhn. And it looks like this is delivering to RE Logistics. So let's see if that's in here. This is actually good because if this isn't in here, we can add this. Okay, so let's add the shipping location because we see that this one is not RE. Yeah, let's just make sure one more time. Yes, this one's not in here. Okay, so we're going to go back to customers. This page still stays with us, so we're not losing any information here. And we're going to go to Ernest, Commerce. Actually, this is Ernest Salt Lake City, excuse me. So Ernest Salt Lake City. That might be one of our problems right there. Ernest Salt. There it is, Salt Lake City. Let's see if yep, there it is, RE Logistics. Let's see if that's the right address. No, it's not. So let's see if there's that one, Cerritos, RE. We're still going to have to add it. It looks like this is another location for this customer. This is a great lesson though, because it kind of shows the different scenarios that can come up. So we go in here, we add RE Logistics. We always want to make this capitalized. And we copy and paste this address. Shipping. Submit. Okay, it's going to be added. Now we go back to this. We find it here. It should come up in just a second. There we go. 12910, that's it. Our truck, because we are delivering this. And the way you could know that is you'll see delivery or destination. I knew it because I just saw the previous email. This should be okay for free delivery. Clean CSR for this confirmation. So he was already communicating with the customer that it is okay to deliver. Now we need to change this quantity because 80 rolls is not 240 rolls. So if you click here, we go into this screen, and this was, we're going to actually modify this quote a little bit. So we see 80 rolls. We're going to change this to 80. And then this is able to have 8 rolls per pallet. I know this off memory. You're going to have to look at your trainer, and your trainer is going to show you, your SOPs will show you how many rolls per pallet. But for this, just to save time on this trainer, I know it's 8, so I'm going to make it 8. But you see there's still a problem up here. This still doesn't match. This still doesn't line up for some reason. And the reason is because this information is based off this information, but being in front. Watch, when I change this here, everything's going to go right. So it usually doesn't happen too much, but in this example it did. So now we've got all green lights here. We've got the correct price. You can see $23.40. You can see $23.40 here. A good sanity check to always make sure you're doing everything right is to look here at the total number. I mean, this isn't the only check you do, but this is a good one. $1,872. You see here, $1,172. It's the same. This is good. We submit it. We go to the next step. You're going to always change this order status to quote approved. Hit submit. And then from this stage, you're going to hit the change the status again to PO received. Then we're simply going to, I'll do this first. We're going to add this PO number to here. And then we're going to go back to the email. So the email is right, or the PO is right here. We're going to drag this over, attach it, submit. Now the due date, this is the last thing we have to add here, and we're done with this order. The due date looks like they want it on 8/3, which you can see here. My mouse, 8/3/2026. So we can definitely do that. 8/3/2026. Submit. Everything is good here. We're going to now send this back to the customer, and you do that by downloading the file here. And the way I do it, if you're using Chrome, you can just drag this over, automatically attaches. Thank you for the order. For the order, please see order confirmation attached. That's done. We just entered one of the, usually about 10 to 15 orders comes over a day. So we just entered our first order. And that one was a bit tricky because there was a few things that didn't line up. Um, like the location, we had to enter a new location and we had to change the quantity. So those were two things that stood out on that one that were a little tricky. Let's go to another one. Let's go to Helen. So this is a new order for chipboard sheets. This is a handwritten one. But if you notice something here, let me expand it. You're going to notice there's no part number here. Well, none that are obvious, at least. Even on day one, you'd probably notice that you don't see anything that looks like a part number. So, but that's okay. We're going to go to our other monitor. It's always the same steps. You're going to go to order item history. Since there isn't a part number, that's fine. We're just going to go to the customer name. So in here, in this case, we're going to go to California Packaging. Okay, now we're going to go to width. The width here is 38, as you can see. Okay, nothing shows up by 46. Now this is a sheet, so this one's feet, and sometimes it gets hidden, you can't see it. And this is inches. Feet is usually really big. You'll see stuff like 48 inches by 250 feet or 48 inches by 1200 feet. It's never going to be 38 inches by 46 feet. It's never going to happen. So if you see anything under 100 inches or 100 dimension, like here, then it's 99.99999% of the time going to be inches. So we've got this one at 38 and we've got this one at 46. Let's see if anything pops up. No, it hasn't yet. Another thing is too, you got to clear this filter because this is just to speed up the system. But let's clear this up, and here they are. I see two. Okay. So these are quotes. So this person got quoted recently. Let's open this up. Excuse me. Let's actually open it up here. So nothing's here. You got to go to the quote here. And the reason why you know it's a quote is because you don't see a PO number right here, and you don't see an order date right here, and you don't see a due date right here. That's how you know the difference. So let's check. Yeah, this was just recently quoted, only about 12 days ago from this recording. They've got two different sizes. We're going to check the price and make sure it lines up. So they're ordering 6,000. Yes, they quoted 6,000 at 61,083. Yes, they did. So what we do here is we go and we duplicate this. Actually, I'm sorry. We change this to quote reference first. Submit. Now we duplicate this. We go back. Now we have the quote here. So most of the work is done for us. We're going to delete this 4,000 because you see they didn't order the 4,000 quantity. They just got a quote for it, but they didn't order it. This is 6,000. So you're going to order or change that. And they want this your doc or will call. So this is going to be will call. Helen is the one that quoted it. Yep, Helen right there. You can see it. Helen Schaefer. Okay. So everything looks good here. Let's click in here real quick just to make sure we've got all four. Yep, we got all four green checks, which is good. Yeah, everything looks good. All right, let's go to the next step. Submit. I'm going to change this. Remember to quote approved. We're going to change this to PO received because we did get the PO. We're going to then line that over there. We're going to add that to that. Their PO number is actually right here. So most of the time you can copy paste it, but this is a kind of a weird PDF that you can't. 128852. This is a full order. You don't really have to change this. We'll go through another training about this. But pretty much in short what this helps us track quoted orders that we're getting versus repeat orders. So it gives us an idea what our ratio is when we're quoting orders and not getting them, or quoting orders and getting them, or how many orders are repeat. So submit this here. Now their due date of what they want is, so they want date wanted advised best. So like in the training that you've probably seen in the SOPs, our lead time is 5 to 7 days, 3 to 5 days if it's will call, 5 to 7 if it's our truck. We need to schedule the extra time to get the truck out there and delivered. So right now we're going to do 5 days. That's always what I default to. So 7/27, submit. Sometimes this happens where it goes on hold automatically. Our system is we're still updating our system all the time. So in this case where everything is approved, everything is good, you're able to go in here, change it to order new, clear this message out, and submit it. So you can ignore that. Um, that's mostly for when there's a price increase or price adjustment or something doesn't make sense on the PO. Then we'll enter it, but we'll put it on hold. You enter it to save yourself the work, and then later, and then put it on hold so everyone's kind of aware of it, and then you circle back later and take a look at it. So let's actually send this back to the customer. So Helen, thank you for the order. Please see confirmation attached. Same method. Go over here. Let me make sure this was it. Yep, 9595. Okay. So we just did enter 2 orders pretty quickly. I wanted to show you one last thing over here. You can actually see that these orders are in now. We'll see them under order new here once this loads. Yep, see California packaging we just did and the Ernest Salt Lake City one we just did. So what happens now is the production manager then grabs them from here and they plan them and then they move over to here. So we still do have some orders on hold here, and I'll show you kind of why these are this way. This is a bad example. Let me show you this one. So waiting for an updated PO with correct price. That's one reason. Waiting for a hard copy PO. So we're waiting for a detailed PO with this guy. I think this is another price too. Yeah, waiting for updated price on their PO. So we had a recent price increase on July 1st. And so a lot of the customers send over the order, but they have the incorrect price. So we put in the correct price here, send over the confirmation, and put it on hold until they send over a revised order. But yeah, that's it. That concludes the training for entering an order, a previous order that we've already done, and just repeating that order or copying that order, and also a brand new order that's just a quote. So that's it.